of a ligament on the bottom of the heel. This ligament runs from the heel to the toes. And what happens? Do you have a high arch or a flat arch?
High.
High. What happens is if your foot is sitting in this position, the arch is never getting supported at all by the shoes or anything you're wearing. This ligament becomes bowed like a rubber band, and as a result, it pulls where it inserts into the heel, and the area becomes the fascia or that ligament becomes microscopically torn and inflamed, and that's what's giving you your pain. Most of the time, this can be taken care of without surgery. First thing I tell people is get good supportive shoes, try some anti-inflammatory medications. You can even try the Crocs out there. It's the rage. Those are wonderful, actually, because they're nice and supporting.
Okay.
I tell you not to buy the generic Crocs, though, because those aren't just supporting, but the Croc brands are very, very supporting. If you're not wearing that, good arch support. See what that does. You can try anti-inflammatory medications. Some people say to stretch the arch. I'm not a real big fan of stretching the arch. If that doesn't resolve over time, I definitely recommend you see a podiatrist. Most of the time, though, this can be taken, 90% specifically, it can be taken care of without surgery.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much for your call.
Thank you.
Okay, that was great.
Anyways, getting back to the don'ts, because I'm always shooting and telling my patients, these are the things you can't do. Again, we talked about not even walking around barefoot, but I also ask people not to walk around with open-toed shoes. Flip-flops were the rage in the summer. Unfortunately, that brings in a lot of injuries. And if you're a diabetic and you're wearing open-toed shoes, that can really cause a problem.
Yeah. And they're still quite prevalently used even in the winter when people are indoors.
It is amazing. They use them all the time. What I ask people to do who are diabetics also is every night I'd ask them to examine the inside of their shoes. If you're a neuropathic, again, which means that you don't have any or much sensation to your feet, you can have a seam that's rubbing in your shoe. You could have a nail stuck on the bottom of your shoe sticking into the foot. It can be causing a problem. So you need to examine the shoes. If you can, and I actually want you to examine your feet also. If you cannot bring your foot up to examine it, then I ask you to put a mirror on the ground and put your foot over that mirror and examine your foot. If you're starting to lose some sight and you can't see your feet real well, I ask you to ask one of your neighbors, one of your family members to help you with that. Preventing a problem, where they say an ounce of, or whatever, you want to definitely, if you can prevent the problem, you want to prevent a problem than to take care of a problem.
Okay.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That's what I was looking for.
We did get a question from a viewer that didn't want to ask it on the phone or live, but this caller is diabetic and his feet only hurt when he's at rest. What does this mean? Well,
it probably is due to diabetic neuropathy. If you don't have any orthopedic problems with your foot, such as a flat foot or a high arch, and you are diabetic, chances are it's the beginning of some neuropathy. Make sure your sugars are in control, and I would definitely check out a podiatrist who can work you up and see if there's something they can do. Anodyne therapy, or that infrared therapy that we talked about, is something that's really out there that can really help people.
Great, great. So yeah, we do welcome your calls of any kind of, we've got another caller. All right.
What can we help you with?
Go ahead, you're on Feed Forward.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I was calling to see what's wrong with your feet when you have pain in your toes, or it look like it might be your toenails. I don't know. But it comes and goes severe.
Is it in all the toes or just in one toe?
It's maybe, seems to be in the big toe.
You could have a nerve impingement on the top of your foot. There's a nerve that runs in that area. And are you diabetic?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, does it shoot to the big toe, or is it just, does it shoot to the big toe or from the big toe, or is it just in the big toe?
It just looks like it comes and it's real severe, and sometimes it's on one foot, then sometimes it's on the other.
Well, it could be, you could have a little nerve impingement. It also could be what they call hallux limitus, if it's in the big toe joint, where the big toe joint isn't working very well, and you can have some arthritis in that great toe joint. My recommendation is to go to a clinic where you can get an x-ray of the area and be worked up and see what they can do for you.
And also, we do encourage all viewers to call the IPMA's 800 number or visit the website, which is right on the screen up there.
Yes.
We'll give you a referral to a podiatrist in your area.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
All right, we've got a couple more minutes here. More callers?
Yes,
Right.
can we help you?
Go ahead.
Yes, perhaps. I'm diabetic, and I have more problems with feet. They look perfectly nice if you were to look at them, but there are spurs between the toes. One big toe has had for years a yellow fungus, for which the doctor gave me something called chlorotrimazole and betamethasone.
Okay.
And that seemed to help, but then I stopped using it, and the fungus turned black in the one big toe. I get red spots from walking. I mean, it's just impossible. When I sleep, my feet keep me awake. The neuropathy is numbness. I don't understand how numbness can hurt so much.
Yeah, numbness can hurt, and my recommendation is to see your podiatrist or your endocrinologist, and they can put you on some medication like I talked about. Lyrica is one medication. Neurontin is another. That will help decrease some of the nerve pain. With regards to the painful corns between your toes, those are due to bone spurs.
Yeah, I think so.
And those can be either padded off, or those bone spurs can actually be removed, and then thus we prevent the corns and calluses and the pain associated with that. Thank you for your call.
Do we have time for one more call? All right, one more. We can go. Go ahead. You're on Feed Forward. We got about 30 seconds.
Okay, hi. I just want you to give me some recommendations for possible heel spurs. When I wake up in the morning and I stand on my feet, one always hurts, but it goes away. So what could I do? Because it's
my recommendation
annoying.
Recommendation is do you wear dress shoes all the time, or do you wear casual shoes?
I actually wear flat shoes.
Okay, flat shoes are not good. Make sure you get a shoe that's got a nice arch support. Be in shoes 24/7 with an arch support. Other than sleeping and bathing, you should always be in shoes with arch supports, even around the house.
Even if I have flat feet?
Yes, especially if you have flat feet.
Okay.
Okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. We've only got 1 minute left. Actually, we're probably less than that. So we just want to put in one more plug on Wednesday, November 19th. For those of you who couldn't get your call answered, or think of another question after the show's over, write it down.
That always happens.
I know. I always remember stuff afterwards. Write the question down. Write down November 19th on your calendar, and then call 888-869-3338. And
we encourage all the calls. We love them.
Volunteer podiatrists will be standing by to answer your calls, and we'll be happy to help you out and give you referrals, all right?
Not only will we answer your calls and answer your questions medically, but we will give you a referral if you need.
All right. That's it for Feed Forward, and we'll talk to you next month.
Thank you very much.